What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Litecoin today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Okay, here we are at about $135 on a 4-hour basis right now. Looking at this thing, we are on the, I think the first, yeah, we're on the first 4-hour candle of the day. Coming to a close. What a beautiful amount of volume to see. What a nice move to see, too, starting off the day. 5 minutes, 50 seconds left on this first 4-hour candle. Very good look on the RSI. I like that we're bouncing. We're getting overbought. We're not getting oversold. We're bouncing above the 40 area and staying above the 50 for most of our time. It looks really nice. I do anticipate that we go higher. I'm really curious to see, and hopefully by the end of this video, we can actually, this video will probably last more than 5 minutes, so we will get a look. What's nice about closing where you are now, if not higher, is that you're generally above most points of resistance whenever it comes to this range. Closing a little bit higher, closing really above, I would say above about $138. That would get you above even this closing high here, and that would be a really good signal itself. I mean, you might do that in the next 30. It's only not even a full $3 away from here. You got 5 minutes left. I'm assuming it could happen. You know, if there's market makers involved and they've got the order books cleared enough or they got enough capital behind it, they could definitely push this thing up there and give it a rather good look. I think the truth is in the is in the I was going to say the truth is in the pudding. The truth's in the RSI. It really does look bullish. It looks like it wants to go to the overbought zone. I think that you will see a reading in the overbought zone that is deeper than this, which the only way to achieve that would be to see some kind of price action that takes you away from here. So what I'm offering, or what I want to say, and you've probably already figured it out by now because I'm sure it's in the title of this video, but XRP is breaking out today. This is the first 4-hour candle of the day, you guys. You're looking really good. Of course, there's a big wick. I see that. Yeah, there's a big wick there with a lot of volume. I get it. It looks rather intimidating right now. But the thing is, man, you found resistance here how many times? How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many times is this? At least 1, 2, 3, relatively speaking. But then we go back in time. I mean, compared to where you're at now in price, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't, how many times? At least 3, relatively speaking. 4 over here. Anytime it's more than 3, that encourages me to believe you're breaking out. It's very rare that it continues to more than 3 touch points, and of which you've definitely in this area. I mean, you've touched it more than 3 times, man. I think so. So with that in mind, and with the volume in mind, just to start the day off, and then also the way that the RSI looks, I think that, yeah, by the end of today, you will be breaking out. You will be at prices above 140 bucks, probably on your way to prices. Maybe even by the end of the day, you're at 160 or higher, man. Who knows? It could start now. I really do anticipate that this day is the day that you begin breaking out of your relative consolidation phase you've been in since the beginning of December. This day, by this day, I mean the 21st of February. Let's be very clear, right? And then breaking out of this relative consolidation phase leads to an even bigger thing that you're breaking out of, which is this overall accumulation phase you've been out of. You've technically broken out of it already, and now you're just back testing it for support right here. But breaking out of this, it'll be a breakout move that is not just related to this phase of consolidation, but related to this overall phase of consolidation. That's why I'm referencing that. Okay. 1 second. Okay. So with the understanding that you're likely breaking out and it's happening in a very, very short amount of time. It's going to happen now, guys. Weekly RSI looks phenomenal too. You look so ready to go, man. Your weekly RSI definitely is going to see new highs relative to that high there. You're going to see something maybe that's, I would anticipate something that's above the 90 on your weekly RSI. Okay, if we're looking at last cycle's high in May of 2021 to the low here, you're breaking out of this consolidation phase, which is relative to this here. You're seeing an overall breakout move. My thoughts would be that this move does not stop at the golden ratio, the 618 to the 69. Hold on, guys. I'm going to die. I'm still alive, though. It does not stop there. It'll likely go to about $250 to $317. That's the next target area. I'm anticipating that you don't actually even stop in this area because I think Litecoin looks really bullish right now, and I think it's about to do some explosive maneuvers coming forward here. I think the true target area, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm too bullish, I don't know, I don't think I am, but you're going to see a reading on your RSI above the 90 when it's all said and done. I think that the true target area is going to be above 300, around $300 to $400. I wouldn't be surprised in the least if, maybe at a bare minimum 280, something around 300 though. But I think that I think going above 400 is you have a real chance of doing that by the end of March, if not certainly early April. Litecoin being a little bit of an early mover here and looking like it's going to break out of new relative highs by the end of the month for sure. Likely finds its high before most coins too. I'm starting to think that most coins top off in the beginning of April, if not the very end of March. So perhaps Litecoin tops off. When I say tops off, I just mean momentarily. I don't mean anything significant, right? Like this was topping off, but you didn't top off for the rest of the cycle. We're about to break it now, weeks later. By the end of March, if I'm expecting most coins to top off end of March, beginning of April, midway of April, maybe Litecoin tops off like mid March, late March, something like that, right? I wouldn't expect it to go into April if it starts sooner. Does that make sense? Or if I'm wrong in that sense, if it does go into April, maybe there's a case to be made to see new all-time highs by the end of this move here, which would be really cool. By the end of the cycle, absolutely, you will see new all-time highs. Okay, but we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. We could talk about all-time high cycle ending stuff real quick. We'll just do a quick little sidebar on that. You know, from a high to a low, relative all-time high to the low of this relative pattern you've been in for the last 2 cycles. Okay, high to low there, and that's on Coinbase. Let's actually take LTC. Let's do it on the all-time history index because yeah, that's technically, I was about to say, I thought that you achieved a new all-time high last cycle. High to low here. There's just maybe more selling pressure, not enough buying pressure on Coinbase. I would think being in a multi-cycle consolidation phase like this, of which you are finding support above your first bull cycle all-time highs, okay? And not perfect support, I'll give it to you, but still finding support. Largely, your price action was above this line, not below this line. So finding support in that area, I would think you don't spend all this time consolidating just to hit your minimum target. Even your next target, it just seems too small to me. It's small potatoes, right? This is a what do they call it? An ascending triangle. If it is an ascending triangle, you know the way to measure this move, you take it from the low to the high. I'm not taking the fake out high, but the actual high here. You put it at this area. Your measure move takes you all the way up, you guys, to above $6,000. Coincidentally, that is a fib zone between about $6,300 to $4,500 there. That is a fib target zone, and you are able to see this zone come to play once you break above your golden ratio, which is at about $2,140. You break above the golden ratio, you see a month close above it, a couple weeks close above it, a couple days, whatever it is, closing above this area here. It's just a matter of time before you see this. And I very much do anticipate that Litecoin will be worth, I keep wanting to say XRP, I'm sorry, Litecoin will be worth $4,500 to $6,300 by the end of the cycle. XRP definitely will not be that high. You know, maybe about a quarter of what Litecoin's worth right now. I think that would be an accomplishment in itself, right? What would that be? Just making sure I'm not eating my words here. Yeah, a quarter. It could do a quarter for sure. It definitely could. Maybe a little bit less than that. Maybe a little bit more than that. It really could do that because $40 is kind of what I think that the maximum for XRP is. That'd be at 160 if it was a quarter. So definitely somewhere in that area. Anyways, I'm getting tied up with things that don't matter or things that aren't relative to this video. They matter. They're just not relative to this. They don't matter to you people, right? That's all I'm saying. I don't mean you people. When I mean Litecoin, you know, I picked the wrong time to be alive. No, I think I picked the right time, man. It is good. I love the fact that we have cryptocurrency. I love the fact that we have this ability to share information and everything. It's a good thing, man. $135 right now. Inevitably, by the end of the cycle, I anticipate that at a minimum, if what I was getting away from there, what I was getting distracted from, the minimum target, if this is where I'm expecting, this is what I'm talking about, then the minimum target should be the next target just below that, right? So the minimum target for XRP, in my opinion, would be $2,100. I don't think that you spent multiple cycles just to stop at your minimal zones and your fib extensions. I think you want your maximal zones. And it's very possible, right? Again, if this is my expected zone, the target zone below might be the minimum target. Then what's the target above? That might be the maximum target. I know it sounds crazy. And maybe I'm talking to the wrong people whenever I say it sounds crazy. But let's look at Litecoin's market cap here. LTC. LTC right there. Yeah. Come on now. I didn't even need to click on it. It already tells me $10 billion right now. $10.2 billion right now. I need to be specific right there on that. There we go. If we went all the way up there, that would put Litecoin basically at $1 trillion market cap. Now that wouldn't, I don't think that wouldn't break $1 trillion, or maybe it would break it. just barely, it would be right around $1 trillion market cap. And I'm not saying that Litecoin deserves $1 trillion market cap, and I'm not saying that it doesn't. It's been around for several cycles. It's been around longer than 99.9% of cryptos. It literally freaking came out, man, in the early 2013, right? And it was a concept before it came out as well, right? They were working on it before this, okay? It's existed longer than what we see on this chart. It's only found higher lows cycle after cycle. And while people are totally, what's the word I want to use here? Just dragging it through the dirt with the fact that it didn't see growth last cycle. This consolidation phase, I don't care who you are, man. If you're looking at a consolidation phase of this magnitude, there's no other option than to be bullish. If you're bearish, you don't know technical analysis. If you are bearish on this chart, right, I'm talking to you out there, Litecoin bears or haters or trolls. If you're bearish on this chart, you're just trolling. You're just saying it for dramatic effect, likely. Or, also pretty likely, you just don't know what you're talking about. This is an absolutely bullish phase of consolidation. You're breaking out of the lower parts of it right now, about to go to the top parts. You guys, in this thing's existence, you are living in some of the most exciting times. Clearly, this was the most exciting times, but some of the most. It's going to be better than last cycle. It's not going to be as good as this, but it'll be comparable to this, I think. And you really will see targets that are multiple thousands of dollars by the end of the cycle. I don't think that you consolidate for multiple cycles like this in a very bullish, higher low, flat top kind of consolidation phase to see anything less than something that's spectacular. And the minimum end of that spectacular limit would be $2,000. The maximum was at $13,500, where $1 trillion could be the point that you find some resistance at. It makes sense. If this is your maximum target, a coin that's existed, this is where I got all caught up, was I was talking about a coin that's existed this long and prevailed this long and maintained its relevance and merchant acceptance and all that stuff. It has a chance. I'm not saying that it will go, but it has, of any coin in the crypto space this cycle, to see a market cap that's anywhere near $1 trillion. Litecoin stands a chance better than, I know we look at this whole thing here on Coin Market Cap. We look at the top 100, right? And we take that as a ranking, right? But I'll tell you what, whenever it comes to Solana, whenever it comes to Dogecoin, whenever it comes to Cardano, Tron, Chainlink, Sui, Stellar Lumens, Avalanche, all these coins that are above Litecoin, Litecoin is the only one that has a chance of seeing $1 trillion. This one doesn't. Maybe Stellar Lumens does. I don't see it happening, but to be fair, I guess Stellar Lumens might have one. But other than those two, just because it's been around for a long time too, but other than those two, I don't think any of these other ones are going to see above $1 trillion, right? BNB could, sure. That's why I started with Solana, not BNB. XRP could, sure. Ethereum, sure. Of course it could, right? But anything else, no. So what I'm referencing here is, yes, it's number 15, but the thing is, it might be number 15, but it has a better chance than most of the coins that are ahead of it to see a market cap that's above $1 trillion. It actually, because it has the legacy, it's been here for a while, it's got the community, the backing, and the fundamental reality of time proven security, right? It's not a failed project. It's not something that people have moved on from, even whenever it hasn't done anything cycle after cycle, year over year. It's still remained relevant, and it still leads the markets. Even in moments like this, it's still leading the markets. And you can take that a step further, right? Litecoin's number 15. You can go down the list, man. Whenever it comes to the top 100 coins, Litecoin is maybe one of five that deserve to be in the conversation of the potential to see a market cap around $1 trillion. Okay, I'm not saying that it does. I'm not saying that it will. There's a reason why I have said this is my absolute maximum target for the end of the cycle. Maximum absolute target does not mean I expect it to go there. That's not what I expect. In fact, I was very clear. My expectations are that we go around 63 to 4,500. But if we exceed those expectations, it's not because it doesn't make sense. It's because it actually, out of all the coins in the top 100, Litecoin might be one of the only few, like literally few, a handful of 5, 6 out of the top 100 that actually has a logical, reasonable chance of seeing something, a price this high, a market cap that high. I'm spending too much time talking about theoreticals. We don't know until we know. The bare minimum, going from 13K, let's rationalize ourselves now. The bare minimum would be $2,100. Okay, I very much accept that and expect that by the end of the cycle. I expect $2,100. We could even see, I mean, maybe by the end of summer. Who knows? But by the end of the cycle, I'm personally expecting 45 to 6,300. possible to go higher. We'll see. Time will tell. Measure move of this overall pattern here takes you right up to about $6,300 there. It's perfect. So I'm sticking with that zone. Something close to 6K is what I'm thinking. I got nothing else for you guys. It all starts here. $135 right now. I'm anticipating that you break out today. I think you really do. If not, if you don't break out today, what's going to happen is you're either going to continue to move sideways and break out soon, or you'll retrace a little bit, and then we could try again next week, going into the end of the month, right? Something like that. I don't think it'd be this extreme, right? This right here would be in March. I don't think it's going to take till March, but I would think that by the end of the month, if you don't do it now, by the end of the month, you will be breaking out of this zone. Absolutely. So it's either this week now or it's next week later, but you're going to be doing it very, very soon on your way to prices above 300, likely even above 400. By the end of March is what I'm thinking. Yeah. Hit the like button, subscribe. I will see you on the next one. Take it easy. Bye-bye. Thank you. I don't know why I did that, but it felt fun for a second there. I'm going to play a song for all the people who are still here. Why not? Right. We'll just do a quick one, right? All the cool kids, right? Everybody else left because they're like, this guy's talking too much. He's lost his mind. I don't know what to play though. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, that was a little bit low, right? Whoa, it's high. Okay, there we go. I hope it's not too loud. I can see that the volume is getting a little bit. Maybe I'll just turn away here. We could do some Lupe Lu. I like some Lupe Lu. It's good. Ready? This is from the Righteous Brothers, okay? So I don't get copyrighted, hopefully. But I've said the words, so the YouTube algorithm's watching. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes, guys. If this video gets muted, you know why, all right? I'm talking about my baby, my little Latin Lupe Lu. Well, she's a high-footin' lady. There ain't no dance she couldn't do. Oh, she's my groovy little lady, my little Latin Lupe Lu. Ba-ba-ba-ba, Lupe, Lupe Lu. Oh, shake it, Lupe, Lupe. I'm trying to be quiet so I don't wait. 1, 2, 3, pretty baby. Come on and do the hoochie coo. We'll mash 'em up, pretty baby. My little Latin Lupe Lu. And if you wanna do the twist, that Lupe Lu can put it down. My Chihuahua today. Well, she's the best for miles around. Well, she's my groovy little lady, my little Latin Lupe Lu. Ba-ba-ba-ba, Lupe, Lupe Lu. Well, shake it, Lupe, Lupe. What to say, pretty baby. I'm just trying not to be loud, guys, because I've got my family sleeping right next door. So come on and do the hoochie coo. Oh, mash 'em up, pretty baby, my little Latin Lupe Lu. And then there's this one part that goes like, I think, nope, something like that. Anyways, wasn't my best, but I'm trying to play quiet. You try to play music quietly and see how you do on a YouTube channel. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy. Bye.